Man, when the music jumps up one octave, you know they mean business. Ugh. Oh my god, when else do you ever see that word, reconvene? Reconvene, really? Defense is ready, Your Honor, but the detective, no. We remember what happened last time we found out the detective might be the culprit here. And I'm still crying, even though it's been like a week since I found that out. The prosecution has never been more ready. Oh. He's back in it. You know, this is the first time we've been at the defense bench together since I debuted. And of course, remember, the first time I debuted also, you were the defendant, Phoenix. Now that you mention it. Although back then, I thought you were more loud than you were reliable. You've really come a long way since then, Apollo. You've grown a lot. Well, there have been some hiccups, but I guess I've done pretty well. He's still got that ego of his, though. But you know what? God love him for it. Prosecutor Blackwell. With the 7-year mistake now resolved, you can finally take your rightful place. Shut up, let's just do it. Oh yes, I guess we can keep the chit-chat for later. Bailiff, please bring in the witness immediately. Okay, dude, here he comes. Even with those handcuffs off, Prosecutor Blackwell seems to be pretty much the same. 7 years of grumpiness doesn't go away so easily, I guess. And it leaves such a crick in the neck! Oh, detective! Oh, he doesn't seem bothered by it. Ha ha! Bobby Fulbright here. I heard I was needed on the stand, so here I am. Detective Fulbright, do you have any idea? Do you know why you've been called to give testimony? Oh, no. Yup, because there's only one reason why I'd be called. And that is because it's time for justice.
Objection!
No, oh, God. You can't fool us with that act anymore. Your justice is nothing but lies. What? Are you questioning the integrity of my sense of justice? I mean, sure, sometimes I make mistakes, but hey. He's acting exactly the same as always. Tell me about it. He must be feeling awfully confident. It's because he knows he didn't do anything. Fulbright, if you wish to dispel our suspicions, then let's get to your testimony. Alright, fine. You want me to prove my righteousness? I can certainly do that. Well, I sure hope so, man. I really hope so. Those legs spread so far. I mean, it's not that the idea of a man with his legs open turns... Never mind. It just looks funny, that's all. Has nothing to do with anything like... Okay, anyway. Ha ha ha! I am the very embodiment of justice itself. I won't have you make me into a villain with your far-fetched arguments. And this bit about the escape route is only a theory. You don't have any proof. What we do have is proof that Athena Sykes is the culprit. The slider with her prints on it. Yeah? So? Well, we need to get rid of that. Because that's bad. So you're saying the suspicions against you are completely false. And that the defendant is the real culprit. That's right. Mr. Lawyer's escape route is totally circumstantial. He doesn't have any proof that I made a big leap onto a ladder. We don't have proof. You are correct about that. But I'll tell you what we do have. Oh. Ooh. Good lord. Oh, I guess you're right. But guess what? You can't define justice with evidence. Who can define it anyway? Justice. Just is.
Objection!
Just is. That may be our title. I don't know. Don't make me break out a dictionary on you. Please don't throw the book at me. Would you rather have a boot to the head? No. Tell me the Phantom didn't just make me set up a stupid pun for him. Let's just try not to lose focus, alright? Yeah. But my justice is crystal clear.
Silence.
Oh no. Yeah. That must feel good to be able to do that without the chains and everything. Enough of your rubbish, Fulbright. If you have even an ounce of justice, then you will answer the court's questions and prove it. Oh my. Prosecutor Blackwell? Oh no. Prosecutor Blackwell looks torn. Well, Fulbright was his partner after all. Prosecutor Blackwell is right. The truth will be revealed in the cross-examination. The suspicions against Detective Fulbright are, at this point, only suspicions. As is my duty, I will judge the claims against the detective as impartially as I can. But I can only be so impartial, you know. Does anyone have any objections? That's fine, Your Honor. Now ask away, and don't hold back. Don't you dare. Well, there doesn't appear to be any objections. I notice Blackwell didn't say anything. Or does he need to? Ha! I'm the very embodiment of justice itself. Alright. It's like time to press everything. The embodiment of justice, those are just empty words. But they say if you keep saying something, it can eventually become the truth. Isn't that how people make their dreams come true too, by wishing over and over? Alright, alright. Let's just move on. Yeah, wow, okay. I won't have you make me into a villain with your far-fetched arguments. There's careful reasoning behind my theory, you know. Yeah, well, apparently there's reasoning behind even a tofu burger, which I just had. You can tell by my... But what we have against Miss Sykes, though, is not just reasoning, but solid evidence. And it's called the lighter. It's called the lighter. With Miss Sykes' fingerprints on it and the victim's blood. Yeah, that's true. But wait. Detective Fulbright was the one who brought that evidence to the trial. If you harbor any suspicions, I suggest you ask Fulbright, right, Dono? Especially about that lighter. Yeah, I think somebody mentioned in the comments when I got freaked out about the guy with the hand injury. That was actually from a different case. That was, that guy from the school, Hugh O'Connor. That was him, actually, I believe. But something tells me we're not going to see him here, so... He's right, but exactly what should I ask about? The number of prints or the position of the prints? I'd say the position. Please tell the court about the position of the prints on the lighter. They're around the same spot on either side, as they would be if she were holding it up. I suppose if it was used to light the room, it would be held that way. Could you please add that statement to your testimony? I mean, okay. The prints were placed just the way they would be if someone were holding it lit. Okay, is this going somewhere, or... Yes, Miss Blackwell did mention she saw a lit lighter being held up. Yup! Meaning the person Miss Blackwell saw was the owner of the fingerprints. It just strengthens the argument against Miss Sykes. Oh, this line of questioning is going to get me anywhere except conviction land. Should I try asking him something else? Let's just press on like this? Yeah, I mean, I was curious about the number of prints, like... I'm not sure what they mean by that, though. Like, could there be somebody else's prints along with hers, or... How many prints would there be, or are they saying she used it 2 different times, or... I'm kind of curious what will happen if we just press on like this. It seems like a weird thing to do. Let's proceed with your testimony, shall we? Ha! Ha ha ha! Certainly, certainly. Looks like he's sticking with Athena as the culprit. Ugh, and it doesn't help that he has the evidence. Let's press him on everything until he cracks. Okay. Oh, that was it. That was all of it. Okay. Well, that didn't seem to do much of anything. Speak about the escaper is only a theory. You don't have any proof. Wait a minute. Oh, did I... Hey, how did I which one did I press that got me into that thing? That's kind of weird. I feel like I pressed the second statement, and then it added this one, which is now the 5th statement. That's weird, because I didn't get that far. Well, let me see what he says about the escape route here. Then please tell us more about the circumstances surrounding the ladder. Well, I'd much rather expound on the topic of justice, but, oh, alright. Let's see. What should I ask about? Oh my gosh! There's like... Ooh. Okay, about our Blackwell. Please tell the court what you remember about Miss Blackwell at the time. She appeared to be really angry that the bombing commotion was disrupting her work. She even threw a robot at me. Yikes, I hope it wasn't poor Klonko. It probably was. This is very important information, isn't it? I'll just add this statement then. Why don't you let me decide that? He just added it on his own. Miss Blackwell was extremely crabby about having her work interrupted. Okay, I mean, might as well. I'm beginning to wonder, is Miss Blackwell ever not crabby? Well, they already took her down to the station, so it's a bit late to ask her now. Just my opinion, but maybe it's best we don't ask her about that. Ever. Let's try about the lab. Please tell us anything you remember about the lab. The lab, huh? Well, it was so messy, there was hardly anywhere to step. I guess they were in the middle of building a giant robot. Yeah, that's pretty much how it looked when we visited this afternoon, too. Yeah, that giant Sonic boss. Okay, I know the drill. You want me to swap this statement into my testimony, don't you? What? What? No, way ahead of you. I'll just swap it in. So those two he did on his own. The only one where I had to ask him to add it was the very first one I tried. I don't know if it's worth remembering all this, but, oh, wait a second. Okay, so now we have 6 statements, and that's the 6th one. That came from me pressing the 3rd one. We should probably press this just to see what it says. It feels like this might be something, but I don't know. A lot of things could be something. You aren't fooling anyone. You chose the ladder in that very room on purpose to create your escape route. That's not true! It's just that, when it comes to ladders, I'm very particular. I had a good feeling about that ladder. This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Huh? Did I mess up somewhere along the way? It's kind of a weird thing to... Why would you... I mean, you had a good feeling about that ladder? Really? Okay, yeah, see that. Alright, so then what happens if I press the 4th statement? What we do have is proof that Athena Sykes is the culprit, this ladder with her prints on it. So I feel like this is really the one, too. You mean the ladder that was found in the Space Museum, is that right? The one and only! After Miss Sykes murdered Mr. Terran, she escaped into the Space Museum. That's when she probably dropped the lighter. Wait, what? Then after the launch pads were switched, she ran out of the Space Museum, where her image was caught by the security camera. Without evidence, I should probably save this fight for another time. Okay. Prints replaced just the way they'd be if someone were holding it lit. Still only 6 statements here. Can I go back and change this to the other one, this 5th one? Yeah, okay, so, the number of prints. That's the one I didn't try. So how many prints were found exactly? 3! The thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger of a right hand. Your Honor, that is an important statement. Could we please have it? I'll do it! Don't worry. Wow, he beat me to it. Haha, be it investigating or testifying, speed is the key. Oh man, look at your chin, man. 3 prints were on the lighter, the thumb, index, and middle fingers of her right hand. Okay, seems awfully specific. Like, maybe we can work with this? Mr. Wright? Isn't it odd he's saying the prints are from Athena's right hand? Why would you say that? Well, think about it for a second. Athena always wears that glove on her right hand, right? I was wondering if that was going to come up. Because how they did that in Danganronpa too, with Kyoko, you know? I mean, it didn't involve fingerprints, I just won't say any more than that, though. Detective Fulbright, I'm sure you heard our discussion just now. About how Miss Sykes always wears a glove on her right hand? Yeah, well, I have only one thing to say to that. She took him off. Do you have evidence that she was wearing that glove at the time of the incident? I mean, no, but I guess we don't. If you want to prove the defendant innocent, you'll have to ask better questions than that. Like I need a lecture from you, Smiles McGoo. Should I try asking him about something else? Oh, hang on a second. Oh my god. Our statement right here says, the perp held a lighter with an Earth emblem on it in their left hand. Holy crap. That's obvious as hell. Alright, where is it? Okay, I think it might be that we have to do it on this one. I tried to go back and change it to the other statement, but I don't even remember what that statement was. But I think this might work.
Objection!
Maybe not. Yikes. Oh, jeez. Oh, he ain't messing around anymore. Don't be absurd. Ah, I must have gotten it wrong. Can you at least tell me why you think so? Because you're stupid. In the art of the sword, you must slash your opponent before he draws his weapon. But in your case, you'd be struck down before you even touch your blade. Or you get stabbed in the dick like that guy in Outlander. I'll try to draw faster next time. That I'd like to see. But in the meantime... Yes, in the meantime, here is a strike against you. Ho 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 ho. Strike one, okay. Oh, here it is. I had to press statement number 5 to change 5 to the other one. I thought I had to press 2 to change 5 to the other one. There we go. That's the one we want. Bingo. 3 prints on the lighter, the thumb next to me, the fingers of her right hand. That's what we want. Okay, that's the one we want. Hell yeah. You say the prints were from her right hand. Is that correct? That's right. Very clear prints. But that just doesn't add up. Unless somebody had their hands switched surgically. What doesn't add up? According to Miss Blackwell, who saw the culprit herself, this person held the lighter in their left hand. Oh. So here's the dilemma before us. Why are the prints on the lighter from a right hand instead of a left? Uh-oh. You're right. It doesn't make sense, does it? Your Honor, this lighter can hardly be called incriminating evidence. The witness's claims don't even hold water. Detective Fulbright, I hope you have a good explanation for this. I just can't understand it. They're definitely right-hand prints. But then why are they inconsistent with Miss Blackwell's statement? I've got it. Well, what have you got, Detective? The mirror! The witness must have seen a reflection of the culprit in the mirror. Go on. Miss Blackwell was looking in through the window of boarding lounge 1, wasn't she? I believe so. If you mean the little window in the back and to the right of the room. That's right! And across the room on the opposite wall. Oh, no. I mean, I guess that works, but... yeah, actually... oh, okay. But then wouldn't she have seen, like, 2 lighters? Or something? I don't know. I see, in that case, right and left would appear reversed, wouldn't they? Like, if the entire room was dark, you know. That's the logic of pure justice. That's the logic of my ass. But your argument is only conjecture. You don't have any proof that what she saw was a reflection?
Silence.
Uh-oh. Right, Dono, you'd sooner nick yourself than him like that. Put some more muscle into it. Huh? Oh, I hope that's not coming through the mic. My ankle is really itchy for some reason. Like my ankle, of all things. Oh, that's right. Besides, the lighter couldn't have been in the left hand. And why not? Miss Blackwell said she saw an Earth emblem on the lighter, didn't she? That emblem is only on one side of the lighter. You're right. There's no emblem on the other side. Exactly, as blank and smooth as the judge's fine scalp. If the culprit had held the lighter in their left hand, they would have covered the emblem. Uh-oh. Well, it kind of depends on how you hold it, right? What's more, this is the kind of lighter you flick open with your thumb before lighting. So if the culprit had held it in their left hand with the emblem out and visible, they wouldn't have been able to open it, let alone light it. Oh, I see what you're saying. But if they'd held it in their right hand, they could easily open it and light it. This all means that the culprit was definitely holding the lighter in their right hand. Damn. I mean, he's good. Come back, my beautiful contradiction. It appears you planted a flower that bears no fruit. Ha! See how it withers before my flower of justice. He's tough. He's managed to discredit almost everything I've proven up to this point. Oh, but I ain't done yet. Now do you see? I'm not this phantom you've been talking about. I mean, are you sure there really is a spy? I bet they're just a figment of your imagination. Oh, it's so sad, so very sad. But I'm afraid Miss Sykes is the culprit. Shut up, audience, you don't know. That's right, stop him. Oh, Apollo, shoot. Detective Fulbright, I believe you said that the emblem is only on one side of the lighter. Are you sure about that? Of course I'm sure. Why don't you take a look for yourself and see? Do you see an Earth emblem on both sides of the lighter? Oh no. I knew it. You're lying, detective. Pardon me? You mean... Yes, my bracelet reacted to a statement about the emblem. He's definitely hiding something big. And I think if we use my talent, we might be able to figure it out. Justice Dono, are you sure to use that cheat of yours again? Or are you to use that cheat? Rather. Sorry, I'm a little flibble-flabbled. It's not cheating, Prosecutor Blackwell. It's perceiving. Very well. Whether I like it or not, I suppose we should use whatever works right now. Go on, then. We have Prosecutor Blackwell's reluctant blessing, apparently. Okay, Apollo, you're up. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. What tarnation are you up to? I mean, okay, alright, fine. I'll say it as many times as you like. Listen carefully. The Earth emblem is only on the side that you can see when held in the right hand. Kinda wouldn't have mind looking at the court record here. Oh. Oh, man. Alright. Wait, I'm gonna use the stick for this. Hang on, here we go. Oh, this is scary. I don't want to look at him like this. You can see when held in the right hand. Yeah, listen again. How far down can we go here? Wait. Only on the side. Oh, man. This is scary, man. That you can see when held in the right hand. Right hand. Oh. Could it be like his elbow or something? He's so huge. There's like so much to cover here. It feels such a violation to do this sometimes. I don't know. It's not like his hair doesn't freak out or anything. Oh man. Wait, you know what? What is this in his pocket here? Surely that's not gonna be it. That wouldn't move by itself, right? Was I watching his hands for all this? Like... that you can see. I don't really see anything here yet, but I suppose I could check out his buttons, but the Earth emblem. Whoa, 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 whoa! There it was. That was it. God, that scared the crap out of me. I knew it was going to. Oh, Detective, I can't believe you. No, I don't want to do this to you, man. It's like doing it to Detective Gumshoe or something. Although, really, I'm still more attached to Gumshoe than, you know, than this guy. But still, it's right there at the beginning. It's when he does it. The Earth emblem. It's right there. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wow. What's he doing down there? It's not like scratching his hand or scratching an itch. Detective Fulbright, you might not be aware of it yourself, but whenever you say the phrase, the Earth emblem, your left thumb moves. In fact, it appears as though you're running it along the edge of your holster. Oh, God. Mr. Lawyer, I don't have the foggiest notion what you're talking about. Don't play dumb with me. Be that as it may, I know it has something to do with the lighter. Let me examine it. But why? You're not making any sense. You can't just...
Silence.
Uh-oh. Be still and do as you're told, Fulbright. You can't electrocute me anymore, you know. If you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't mind them having a look-see, should you? What? Not you too, Prosecutor Blackwell? I'm not sure what this is all about, but if Prosecutor Blackwell insists, you better do it. Unless you want to get cleaved in twain. Good, now maybe we'll learn something new. I hope so. Now let's check every inch of this thing. Oh, okay. Rotate evidence. Oh boy, look at this. Oh wow. This definitely looks like more than one person's fingerprints here. The back is covered with blood. Say, do you notice anything funny about this blood stain? You're right, it suddenly breaks off unnaturally. Supposedly, the lighter was held with the right hand so that the emblem was visible. If so, the print should be around the emblem and on the lid where you open it. You're right, there's definitely something off here. Huh. And there's the emblem itself, right there. So this is the Earth emblem Detective Fulbright was talking about. See anything noteworthy? Besides the moon? Hey, look at this! The emblem's actually some kind of button. Oh. Whoa, what the heck? Oh my god! Holy frickin' hell. Yeah. Whoa. There's no question, it seems what you have there is a gun. A what? Oh no. Everybody clear out, it's happening again. Gun. So that's it. Your Honor, please recall this morning's trial when Director Cosmos was on the stand. The bullet that hit the oxygen tank was extremely small, maybe a 10 caliber. Yup. This little compact gun probably takes bullets of that caliber. Looks like this is the gun that was fired at the scene. I'm flabbergasted. The lighter was a gun? So when Detective Fulbright would touch his holster, that's right. Whenever he mentioned the Earth emblem, he must have subconsciously thought about the secret behind the lighter. In other words, he knew it was a gun from the very beginning. Oh my god. Does that help us, though? It's still her prints on it, right? A lighter that transforms into a gun seems like a spy gadget to me. It's not the kind of thing any ordinary person can get their hands on. In fact, I'd say it's strictly in the domain of elite spies. Detective Fulbright, you will explain yourself. I ain't explaining shit, man. Just listen to me laugh for a little bit. There's nothing for me to explain. I didn't know the lighter could transform. I mean, it was found in the Space Museum, and then I brought it straight in. Oh, Finkel and Einhorn, man. I didn't have time to check it out.
Objection!
I don't know. Whenever you mention the Earth emblem, you touched your holster, though. You subconsciously did that because you knew it was a gun. Accuse me all you want, but where is your proof? Do you have any evidence that I knew the lighter was a gun? Not exactly. And whose prints are on it? Miss Sykes' prints. It proves that she's the culprit who fired the gun at the scene. Oh no. It would appear that the detective is right. Are you guys really trying to prove your client innocent or what? Although it pains me to do this, now that we are where we are, uh-oh. I have to make the following assertions coming from the prosecution's side. The person who fired the gun at Director Cosmos in the lounge after the incident, and the person Miss Blackwell saw holding the lighter, and the person who murdered Mr. Terran, and the person who bombed the Space Center, were 4 different people. Ah, okay. Well, 4 different personalities, and no. So, like, she has the 4 different, well, that's not personalities, but feelings, whatever. Oh, man. Ha! Now do you see? A man on the side of justice couldn't possibly be the culprit. And I think this about sums up Miss Sykes' part in the whole affair. The evidence certainly does seem to point to the defendant's guilt. Do you have anything to say, Prosecutor Blackwell? Evidence is everything in court. Therefore, Fulbright's claims stand firm. That's not all that stands firm that you've seen. But calm down, Apollo. He's just saying that because he has to as the prosecutor. I know, because I don't think he wants to be her either. He cares about her. Mr. Lawyer, our job is to pursue criminals in the name of justice. You shouldn't cast suspicion on people based on something as dubious as a habit. In fact, you have a bad habit of showing up in court with an awful case of bedhead.
Objection!
What? I like my bedhead, I'll have you know. Says the man who wears sunglasses at night, so he can shift the blame to my defendant. So, I said I'm gonna prove that it's yours. Sounds like you've hit on something, Apollo. It's just, if the prints on the lighter are the basis for accusing Athena, I think we should reconsider the credibility of the evidence itself. You mean you think this lighter might be forged evidence? That's right. It could all be part of Fulbright's bigger plot. Did he do anything out of the ordinary while I was off on my own? I can definitely think of a few things. I don't quite remember myself. It is indeed. Have a look at this. What's this? Why are we so quiet? Because we're in the past. It's a lighter. Detective, we'd like to run a comparison on some prints we found in the boarding lounge. Ah, yes, I just happen to have compiled the print data of everyone related to this case. I can always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours. Consider it a gift. Uh-oh. If we assume he's been laying a big trap for us all along, there's gotta be something off about this piece of evidence. What's wrong with the lighter as a piece of evidence? The owner of the prints, where the prints are on it, how the prints were left on it. Okay, so what's wrong with the lighter as a piece of evidence? Why is this in it? Why is... Let me drink. I think what we're trying to say here is, why is this, like, inadmissible? My first kind of gut instinct is how the prints were left on it. But at the same time, I want to say the owner of the prints, because she didn't have a lighter, right? She wouldn't have had it. I don't know. I'm going to try the owner of the prints. Are they really Athena's fingerprints? They definitely matched her print data. But what about the data itself? Oh. Detective Fulbright, you were the one who provided us with the lighter and print data. Isn't that correct? Yes. What about it? Nice poker face, dude. You say Miss Sykes' prints match the print data. But I have to wonder, was the data you used official? Mr. Wright, are you suggesting the evidence might have been fabricated? Hey, that's what we're trying to put a stop to here, Judge. I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's re-examine the prints. But let's let Gumshoe do it this time. Using the official sanctioned print data of the people involved in this case. What? You dare insult the epitome of justice and integrity? There's no need for such antics.
Silence.
Uh-oh. Your Honor, I lend my voice to the defense's request. You must allow the test to be rerun. Very well then. Bailiff? I'm on it, dude. I'm totally on this. Don't you even worry about it. I'm so on this, you don't even know how on this I am. Oh, it appears the official data is here. And the result? It's gonna say they're the same. It's just as the defense claimed. Whoa, what? This proves that the prints on the lighter do not belong to the defendant. Oh no. Did somebody give him those fake... Oh my god, what if somebody gave him those? Like somebody higher up. You know, and he only thought they were real. Because I still don't want to believe this. The fingerprints actually belong to the victim, Mr. Clayton. Aaron. Okay. That's something. They were Clay's fingerprints on the lighter? Oh, I see. Come to think of it. Wasn't it you, Fulbright, who collected the victim's prints? Oh, ooh, yeah, he did do that. When you took the deceased's fingerprints, you could have easily planted his prints on the lighter with his blood. After which you wiped the blood off his hand. Using dial soap. By your own admission, you were also the one who compiled the phony print data. I'll put the blame on Miss Sykes. Oh, he did say that? He said he, like, compiled it himself. This ploy must have been to distract us from the Phantom who was behind everything. You were out to create the impression that the Phantom wasn't the true culprit. So does this mean Detective Fulbright really is the Phantom? Remember the killer's escape route? It's back to that again. No ordinary person would have been fearless enough to attempt it. Nobody but the Phantom, the man with no emotions, could have done it. Detective Fulbright, you were the only one who could have used that escape route. Oh man. Oh. I still can't believe this. Fulbright, are you really the Phantom? Just say no, please. Explain yourself, do something. Answer me or so help me, I will slash you to tiny slivers where you stand. Alright, I'll talk. I confess. I'm not the Phantom.
Silence.
Thank you. That's all you had to say. I believe you. It's all over. Now be a man and admit it already. But I'm not a spy. I'm an undercover investigator. I've actually been after the Phantom myself. An undercover investigator? That sounds less than wholesome to me. A person who hides his identity and secretly investigates in order to uncover information. And that's what you really are, Fulbright. That's right, I was working to track down the Phantom, but sadly... even though I was supposed to catch the spy ended up catching me. He took my family hostage and forced me to cooperate with him. Oh no.
Objection!
You're telling us this now? But if what you say is true, then who was the mystery person Miss Blackwell and Mr. Starbuck saw? It was the Phantom, I tell you. All I did was help him by having that emergency ladder lowered for him.
Objection!
I don't believe you. Then how do you explain a fabricated lighter? That was also one of the Phantom's demands. Being the detective in charge of the case, it was easy for me to fabricate evidence. Pinning the crime on Athena Sykes was just another one of the Phantom's orders. You expect me to buy that? Fulbright. What was the Phantom's ultimate objective? I was told it was to sabotage the rocket launch. Someone who didn't want the launch to happen must have given him the order. Actually, I have to apologize to you too. The Phantom told me to get close to you. He ordered me to get back that psych profile you have on him. Huh? So he sent a buzzard of his own to tail me this past year, did he? I haven't been a champion of justice. I've just been a pawn of evil. A pawn of the Phantom who stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity. I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. So there's a number of organizations that want him dead. If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. I bet even now. There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom after all. With the ceiling blown off, I suppose you are vulnerable to a sniper's shot in this courtroom. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. What if it's true, though, and he said they kidnapped his family? I mean, who would want to be in that situation? I mean, here's the thing. If he is telling the truth, he wouldn't be smiling as he says half of it. But I don't know if, you can pick apart the animations like that. Like, oh. Serious time? You're an intelligent man, Prosecutor Blackwell. You believe me, right? I believe you. I don't think you're the Phantom. How can you say that, Prosecutor Blackwell? It's obvious he's the Phantom.
Silence.
Oh. Well, he's been studying the guy for so long, I think he would know. And you must admit there's no clear evidence that Fulbright is the Phantom. Yes, as I recall, the only solid proof we've seen up to this point is the fact that Detective Fulbright fabricated evidence. But we know why he did it, though. I've known Fulbright here for a year now, and all this time he's been quite intent on rehabilitating me. I don't believe his efforts were a lie. Prosecutor Blackwell? This fool truly thought he could reform a death row inmate like me. He went so out of his way in his efforts for me, he actually became quite a nuisance, really. Oh my god. Please tell me Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't really been taken in by this big phony. However, even if it was against your will, you still acted as the Phantom's accomplice. You will have to pay the price for that. Slam. Throw yourself at my mercy, and don't you ever betray me again. Have you got that? Yeah, I guess. Yes. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, Judge, you softy. Such a bond of trust is a rare and beautiful thing. In any case, it looks like everything has been resolved. I can now hand down a not guilty verdict with confidence. Huh? Ah, very good. I'm very glad to hear it. It's all over. Everything's been cleared up. And Miss Sykes will go free as well. She doesn't seem happy about it. Mr. Wright, we can't let this trial end here. If we do, the Phantom, the man who killed Clay, will get away. I know, but... Oh, what do? I don't have any proof that Detective Fulbright is the Phantom. Is this it? Is he gonna get away just like that? Now, if you'll excuse me, my next investigation awaits. There's gonna be an objection, and it's gonna be Athena. Or hold it. Booyah! What did I tell you? The defense! No, wait. Not the defense. The defendant feels it's not time for a verdict yet, and would like to see this trial continue. What a brave girl. Oh, I was just about to declare you innocent of all charges. I know. It just doesn't feel right to be standing here. Hey, Apollo, think you could scooch over? My god, I don't know if there's room for 3 of us up here, man. Oh my god. Oh, it's so crowded up here. Look at this, man. This is ridiculous. I have some questions for you, Detective Fulbright. Are you relieved that you are no longer under suspicion of being the Phantom? Are you grateful to Prosecutor Blackwell for what he's done for you? Of course I am. And I'm truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. Athena, where are you going with these questions? I've yet to hear a single emotion behind any of Detective Fulbright's words, boss. The suspicion against him has been cleared up, but he's not feeling happy at all. What? Does that mean... We may not have any evidence, but the heart doesn't lie. Oh shit. That's it. With your special ability, we just might be able to stop him. Slam that desk! Your Honor, the detective has been deeply traumatized by our accusations. Yes, well... Even before all this, I thought he was a rather odd fellow. If he doesn't get counseling right away, who knows what might happen to him? Stupid yawns. Prosecutor Blackwell, can you believe the nonsense the defense is spouting? No, I think he's happy about it, actually. Fulbright, I think you'd better have that counseling. Not you too! You've been making batty remarks ever since you were accused of being the Phantom. Such as, you're an undercover investigator, and your family has been taken hostage. I fear you might have finally lost it. But I thought you believed me!
Silence.
I don't believe shit no more, son. Oh, that was beautiful. That was an excellent bit of psychological manipulation just now, Simon. I knew you would catch on, Athena. Oh my god, this is amazing. Him and her, the back and forth here. Guess we left you in the dust, huh, Mr. Wright? Simon was only pretending to believe Detective Fulbright, because he knew I'd notice if there was a lack of emotions like joy or relief in his response. So he gave me the chance to take a listen. And listen I did to the voice of Detective Fulbright's heart. This is so freaking good! What, you two were working together just now? Oh, it's goddamn right. Come now, Athena. Show us what's inside Fulbright's heart. You got it. Time to check the instant replay. Guess what? We're gonna do it next time. Oh, fuck me, man. Why am I stopping here? Well, part of the reason, and you're gonna hate me for saying this, is because it's almost midnight and I'm about to miss a 7-day streak on Pokemon Go. Yeah, I started playing that again. You can hate me all you want. But the friends list and stuff. Bye. Bye.